general's got some life. The towels are waving, the fans are on their feet trying to will their team here in the fourth quarter, but Connecticut has been super impressive on the road for the first time this season. And Marina Mabry with the basketball has 15 points, 7 rebounds, 6 boards.
She has done a tremendous job of leading this team as the veteran. She's doing a little bit of everything, and she's going to need to.
Oh, like that! Mabry with a beautiful shot.
Incredible.
The soft touch. Wow, that was impressive. 17 points for Mabry. Fee trying to get position and does against Haley Peters. Misses the shot. Minnesota, she inbounds. Alana Smith, good to see her back on the court after taking a hard fall. Smith, Heidemann in the lane, the kick out. Miller open for 3, baseline. Not going Minnesota's way from deep. Rivers, Hartley walking a tight line, tight rope on the baseline. Peters got caught up for a moment on the screen, and then Hartley drove
the call.
And just like that, a response from Connecticut with this really tough shot by Mabry.
It's in the paint, but they're just really in attack mode, looking to score. And they're catching Minnesota on their heels a little bit.
Mabry's got an even 20. And we're back to a 12-point lead. Carlton. Here's Miller, Diamond Miller, trying to move into the lane, nearly lost it. Carlton will take the 3, and Carlton's off the mark. Mabry crosses over. Peters lets it go. Nelson Adota, offensive rebound, but she threw it right into the hands of Alana Smith. Heidemann gets tied up. Good defensive play by Mabry. Marina Mabry is everywhere. The foul on the play leading up to that was against Natisha Heidemann. And let's look at what happened. Mabry with the personal Heidemann. Committed by Mabry. And the tech went again, but got the tech. And Nafisa Collier hit that free throw. Coming up after the game, join Larry, Megan, and Autumn for Game Break presented by Toyota. And they'll have quite the game to peel apart, at least in the first half of this doubleheader on Ion. A 10-point lead for Connecticut, who's led the entire way. Rivers off the dribble, but also off the mark. Rebound is tapped and goes back to Rivers. Mabry, the fake, the shot.
Oh, she's had a couple of those. They just go in and pop right back out, and that would have been a tough one for Minnesota. Ooh, the physicality in this one. People are just bouncing off each other.
I think Mabry first bounced off the screen by Alana Smith and then bounced it. Courtney Williams. And there's a foul against Smith. Trying to set the screen. J.C. Sheldon was trying to get around the screen, and Sheldon drops a 3 down, the 10th made 3 tonight for Connecticut. And in one of the points of education in the WNBA this season, it is too that the screener has to allow the defensive player a chance to get over the screen. Like, you have to allow some movement there, and I don't know if that was the ultimate decision that created the unsuccessful challenge called by the officials, but either way, it remains 5 fouls on Alana Smith. And now, line where she's 2 of 2 in the game. Starting tonight, again for Kayla McBride, but Kayla is in the building and she's on the bench with the Lynx. There she is. And it's the first time we've seen her this season, and it is wonderful to see Kayla McBride on the bench. She's been out for personal reasons and was in just hugs all around.
Love it.
By teammates and staffs and opposing players, and she was in the circle for the national anthem. A little watery-eyed, it looked like. Just wonderful to have Kayla McBride back in this building.
Well, the vibe of the team is completely different when Kayla McBride's not with them, and so she brings something really special to this team.
Olivia Nelson-Ododa with a strong offensive board and putback. Second chance points for Connecticut, back to a 13-point lead.
Nelson Adota close to a double-double. She has been efficient and effective in this game.
Samuelson. Fee hands it off to Courtney Williams, and Courtney misses that shot. And on the screen foul by Alana Smith, if you'll remember the end of that play, Courtney Williams shot a jump shot and it went through the net. And it didn't count because of the foul on Alana Smith, but Williams at 0 for 11 now. Didn't get that basket to count because of the foul. Collier, the steal. Carleton will stop behind the three-point line. And just cannot connect. Minnesota 4 of 20 from 3.
And right now, the Connecticut Sun have 37 rebounds to Minnesota's 27. And that's really been big for them in this one. Aggressively attacking the boards is another one.
And Nelson Adota, again, an offensive rebound. J.C. Sheldon picks up the dribble. Charles inside the three-point line. Tina Charles showing some range.
Yes.
That's just her second made basket of the game. And if I told you Connecticut could be up by double figures for the entire game, you'd probably think Tina Charles must have a big hand in it. She's got 4 points.
Right, well, with Mabry on the bench, as Tina Charles heats up here, I mean, she has the ability at any moment to hit big shots. She's been quiet in this one.
Collier hits. And finally, a three-pointer goes through for the Lynx. 15 points had been the biggest lead for Connecticut in the game, but that three will cut it back to 12. And now Smith gets a steal. Alana Smith stepped in the passing lane. Williams kicks it out. Carleton's going to try it again, but can't hit it again.
And those are open threes that Bridget Carleton would usually hit to the basket. Can Minnesota slow them down in the next 4:28?
Nelson Adota gets tied up with Shepard. Keeps the basketball and then off of Mabry's. A 9-point ball game. Charles, with Collier defending her and putting the pressure on. Carleton gets over the screen, stays with Mabry, bumped. Mabry gets the shot off, and she's had 4 shots that looked just like that, where they were halfway down the cylinder. Heidemann, a strong take. Natisha Heidemann held on to that basketball and close it out to pick up win number 1 of the season. Charles, top of the key. Mabry, who's had a wonderful ball game tonight. Marina Mabry, still with the dribble, finds Nelson Adota on the roll. Pass was broken up and last touched, I believe, by the Lynx. Yes, it was. Connecticut will have it. 5 seconds on the shot clock for the Sun.
And Tina Charles had asked for the ball earlier from Mabry, but she didn't see her, so Adoba was trying to get the ball over to her.
Sheldon sprints off the court. Bria Hartley comes on, and she'll do the inbounding here for Connecticut. Samuelson deflected the pass, but it went right back out of bounds. Gets it into Charles. Or, excuse me, that's Rivers, and Rivers banks it in after the shot clock. And immediately Rashid Mezion points to his head, telling Rivers, you got to know the situation.
Live and learn in this league for the rookie. I mean, she has done a lot for this team in this game.
Yeah, Rivers just didn't have the time on the shot clock to do that much dribbling. Collier, kick out. Samuelson falls down, no call, and it rolled around and in. How about that three-pointer for Carly Samuelson? It's an 11-0 Lynx run. Connecticut has turned it over 4 times on the last 6 possessions. Three-pointer up for Rivers. No good. Connecticut will have it with 14 seconds on the shot clock. A 4-point ball game. Lynx on a frenzy here in the 4th. Sheldon, Samuelson picks her up. Mabry, 5 on the shot clock. Mabry still way out. She shoots the long three-pointer, and Heidemann is in for the rebound. Natisha Heidemann through the defense, kicks it out. She's got feet trailing. Jump shot's good. That's cut the lead to 2. 68-66, and Target Center has come alive.
Big time comeback right now for this confident Minnesota team, just working hard to get back into this thing. They are there.
Charles over to Hartley. Bria Hartley behind the back, trying to lose Heidemann. That one has to go up before the shot clock. Minnesota's defense stepping up here in the Lynx have scored on 5 of their last 6 possessions. Collier looks at a 3 and then is fouled by Tina Charles. Collier rebounds, also has 3 assists and 3 blocks and 3 steals. And that free throw gives her 29. 85 points in her first 3 games. Is second on the Lynx all-time list. That free throw ties it up. Fee's got 30. It's a 15-0 Minnesota run to tie it. Mabry looking for room to operate. Marina Mabry sitting on 20 points.
Look at the double team there on Tina.
Gets it back to Mabry. Open look at a 3. Heidemann clears to Shepard. Jessica Shepard gets it across the line. Shepard still going. Samuelson now. And Heidemann, she'll take it. And she'll hit it! Heidemann gives Minnesota a lead for the first time tonight.
Got the crowd all hyped up with her.
She's played much of the game with Lindsay Allen leaving after 2 minutes with a leg injury. Hartley still with the basketball. Now Collier's on her defensively. Here's Sheldon. Mabry. Mabry's been the best player for Connecticut tonight. Drives, shoots, scores. Mabry off the glass for 2. Down to a 1-point game, and Mabry gives the 2. Needing a smart possession offensively here. Shepard. Hands off to Heidemann. Natisha turns the corner in the lane. Throws it in. Natisha Heidemann with consecutive big-time buckets.
Natisha Heidemann is having a night
since then. And the Sun need one now with 31 seconds to go. Sheldon, stolen by Carlton. She intercepted that pass, and now Collier has it, and Charles has to foul her.
Oh, that's frustrating for Connecticut. And this is a team that took Vegas to the end of their game, almost got a win there, and now trying.
Here tonight, Nafisa Collier at the free throw line is 5 of 6 in this game, a 30-point night for Fee. Now 31. And that's a big free throw because it makes it a 4-point margin with 23 seconds to go. Collier, second in MVP voting last season, said those individual accolades will come if this team wins. And this team is trying to win a championship. Collier hits both. It's a 22-2 run. Reset timeout for Rashid Mezion. The Sun will inbound with 23 seconds left in a 5-point game. Connecticut has 2 points in the last 4:58. And now officially we can say 5 minutes. 2 points in the last 5 minutes. Heidemann with mid.
He's going to inbound that ball and look to get it back.
Hartley back to Mabry. Mabry trying to go behind the back, keeps the dribble, gets a 3 off, and it clanks off the rim. Collier defensive rebound. That is number 11 in the game for Fee, who's going to get